What is up, YouTube people? I'm recording this video right after work. 8 hours at work. Amazon. I'm here physically, but not mentally, I'll be honest. So, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel to help me become a full-time YouTuber one day. Before we continue onwards, I have to admit something. Curtis Connor...
This is my first video on Instagram.
Did make a video about this before me, okay? I've been duped. Unfortunately, there are only so many original video ideas you can have as a commentary YouTuber. But that being said, I still had to make this video. If not for YouTube, but for myself. Because I kept getting clips of the show recommended to me on Instagram. And needless to say, it caught my attention.
So in my time here, Andrew's called me selfish.
That's true.
A horrible person.
Yes, I called you a horrible person in the context of as a driver, and I stand behind that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So bad driver escalated to terrible driver.
Yes.
Also probably referred to as worst driver according to Andrew.
Correct.
Idiot and
Yes.
variations such as dumb, stupid.
Correct, correct.
I was thoroughly interested. I can't lie. Call me George Washington the way I can't lie. Should I go into stand-up comedy? Canada's Worst Driver. Coming out in 2005, the show based its premise around finding out who Canada's worst driver is. And you'd be surprised how many awful drivers they could actually find for this show. It's the people who you see on the show and you just can't help but wonder, how the hell did you get your license in the first place? Canada's Worst Driver aired a total of 14 seasons in total. Can somebody tell me what is going on in Canada where they are producing enough awful drivers to produce 14 seasons of a show about that? That's a lot. That's a lot of people they found. 14 seasons with like 8 contestants in total each season. The show is hosted by a man named Andrew Youngblood. Youngblood?
That is so hard because
No, it's not. The show is hosted by a man named Andrew Younghusband. I said Youngblood because I was thinking about the artist. I was thinking about that guy. I was thinking about this fucking guy. Also, crazy name. I hope he got married young. Otherwise, like, what's even the point? What's even the point of having the name? Your last name should mean something, you know? My last name is Moore. You know, for that specific reason, I can more or less give you a decent YouTube video. I'll stop now. I don't know what's happening in this video. Having a look through the Wikipedia page, he even hosted a separate show titled Canada's Worst Handyman. Come on, man. It's gotta be a joke. How is this real? Mario and Luigi type shit. And the premise of the show is the exact same as Canada's Worst Driver. The contestants go through tests just to see who the worst is, while the host kind of tries to teach them. Is Canada a functioning country? Because I'm becoming a little bit scared right now. Season 12 of Canada's Worst Driver is arguably one of the most iconic of the entire show, which is what I want to be exploring today. And more specifically, I want to talk about Crystal.
I'm an unsafe driver. I'm reckless and I drive fast. And real driving bores me.
Because never in my life has anyone made me this mad before. I want to be nice to people. I prefer giving people the benefit of the doubt, but unfortunately, Crystal, she has got to be the most entitled person in the entire world.
She was trying to not let me in.
And you'll see why. I'm not hating for no reason. Throughout the entire show, she is so combative and an extreme danger on the road.
Do you think they're gonna beat me then? I'm gonna race them.
Crystal, this is a red light. You're going through a red light.
There's nobody here.
The light's green.
They're not joking around with the title in ways that aren't even funny. Not that bad driving is ever funny. Unless you're in Mario Kart. Then it's like a little bit funny. The first challenge for all these folks on the show is to drive themselves to the rehab center. Considering this show is all about bad drivers, this is already so crazy. Why not get a bus to transport them to the rehab center? Something about like taking all the bad drivers, like the worst awful drivers, and putting them in close proximity together and telling them to drive somewhere. I don't know, man. I don't know about that, man. In case that didn't sit right with me. Off the bat, a man on the show already admits to 20 hit and runs.
20 hit and runs in the last year.
yeah,
How does that happen? Like,
looking around before I know it, I hit something.
And then I just get out of the way, you know? It's like make sure no one's looking and take off.
You're gonna let this happen? You're putting him on the street right now? You're telling him to drive? As if hit and runs aren't even bad enough, his wife, the woman he decided to marry, his partner in life, she threw him under the bus. She threw him under the bus. She was driving the bus by telling the host that the hit and runs aren't even that bad compared to his drinking and driving.
Yeah, his drinking and driving. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
You drink and drive.
Sometimes I have to have a few beers just to relax and so I can drive, yes. Just a few.
How is this happening? How is this happening right now? How have these people not been caught or had their licenses taken away? Also, guys, road safety is not a joke. I swear, like, some people are so unaware of the fact that, like, you're in a car. You are moving way faster than any human, like, ever needs to be going. We should not be moving like that, but we are. Don't play with this stuff. It's not a joke. Don't play with it, you know? As for the other contestants on the show, one woman is just too scared to drive and will barely go up to the speed she needs to. You might think driving slow is genuinely safe, but it's not. Driving slowly is also super dangerous. While a separate lady is very religious and spiritual, there's also Rainbow Dash, who's very easily overwhelmed. And the worst, Crystal.
Terrified the crew who shot her bio last week so much, no one will ride with her.
That really hurts my feelings that nobody wants to get in the car with me.
Girl, shut the fuck up. It's hard to have empathy for someone who's doing something so blatantly dangerous. She's a woman with zero patience. It's also crazy to me to be on this show. Like, they know they're on a show and they're still behaving this way. The camera and large audience, you know, the large audience watching you won't make you feel even slightly embarrassed. Not even a little bit. Crystal is also very lovingly an avid text and driver.
Before she leaves, I asked Crystal to turn her cell phone off, but
I'm not gonna turn it off, I'm just not gonna text it.
she sends numerous text messages.
Phone addiction is real, man. That image with the internet as pills, you know, that's what's happened to society. She's hooked on Gmail right now. Dude, even her brother is like, hey, are you watching the road or your phone? And she just flat out admits it. She's like, my phone.
Are you watching your speed or your phone?
My phone.
You're kidding me right now. Once at the rehab center, the contestants have to hand over their driver's licenses and jump straight into the first test, which all these tests look so insane. In this test, the contestants have to drive backwards into a different tiny section and then attempt to turn around and drive forwards out of it. Again, I don't drive, so I don't know if the tests are based on reality, but it feels like they're not. Like they're not based in reality at all. Crystal starts crying during this endeavor, you know, which I mean,
I'm gonna cry again. Okay, but this is my first time using mirrors, so it's not like it's gonna just come naturally.
Then, with 100% confidence, Crystal is ready for the next part, swerving around fake phone people to avoid hitting them. And boy, is she confident. She says she's got control over this stuff. But does she?
I have control over that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna hit something! I don't wanna hit something! I don't wanna hit something! Oh, I fucking hit something!
No. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny little bit. She also fails so badly at this and then is immediately on her phone.
You're on your phone already?
Yeah!
It's making me mad. It's making me mad, man. It's like rage bait in real life. And listen, there's other people on this show, you know, as previously shown, but Crystal makes me the most mad. So we kind of have to focus on her a bit more. And I swear, she has to win Canada's Worst Driver. In the next episode, the contestants have to drive a car over basically like a set of railroad tracks to kind of teach them to have control over their wheels. And how does our lovely lady fare?
I think this car is broken. I think the car is broken.
There's a thing called the handbrake. It's right there. It's usually put on when you're in a vehicle that you're not driving, and it's on, so you should always check to make sure it's not up before you go.
Because if it is, you will have a lurchy drive.
She says the car is broken.
Our table! It's broken!
She says the car is broken. Me when I'm bad at something and I blame it on the thing instead of my personal skill set. Me when I shit my pants. Also, the car isn't broken. It's something to do with the handbrake. I don't know. I can't drive. But her excuse, keep in mind she can drive legally.
Who checks the handbrake?
Who the hell checks the handbrake? Girl, you should. You should be doing that. As for the other rules of the road, she refuses to follow anything. You know how there's stop signs, recognized worldwide as the symbol to stop? Crystal's mindset is, if there's nobody there, you can go.
You just ran a stop sign.
There's nobody there.
Doesn't matter.
But like, you never know. You never know sometimes. It's better to be safe and just stop because accidents can happen in a second. And dude, she keeps crying. She keeps crying. I have no empathy at all. It's just pissing me off.
My speed?
Yeah, your speed.
I was going 70.
No, not even close.
I looked at it. I was going 70.
You were going 100.
No, I wasn't.
You were.
No, I don't believe you.
What do you mean?
Because I looked at it for 70.
It's not even like she knows she could improve and like she wants to. It's just all entitlement. Anyways, back to the actual test. Crystal passes when she goes forwards, but going backwards is a whole nother story. A story that she failed at. So many other people on this show felt like they cared to some extent. Like Daniela. She just feels like she's very anxious and unsure of herself, and really what she needs most is a confidence boost. To know that she can do it, and it felt like she kind of got that. I just can't deal with some people who are so irritating. Crystal stays on her phone constantly throughout the entire episode, even when the host is right next to her. She'll just straight up answer a phone call.
Why we shouldn't
Just
bother
1
talking
second.
about this.
Hello? Oh, they're calling me again.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. Put that away.
In the middle of a conversation? How are so many people in contact or trying to contact her? The host offers Crystal to see this new test course to get a feel for the layout and to help her pass it easier. Crystal's response, no, I'm good.
Of course, you need to go
No,
down
no,
there.
I'm
You're
fine.
good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's do it.
Girl, please. I'm actually begging you at this point, man. At some point, the show begins to feel like actual human torture as opposed to a rehabilitation system to help people change. Which, fair enough, it's a television show. They gotta keep it entertaining. Now, what do I mean by human torture? The next test they give the drivers in episode 3 is for each of them to drive each other in a huge van down a figure-8 course. And here's the catch. It's all done backwards. Why the hell is this necessary? What are they teaching the contestants at this point? To be prepared to drive a clown car one day? Most of the contestants did okay with this test. They had some bumps here and there, but you know what? They're all growing, you know? Except Crystal. Got me talking about Crystal like Dinkelberg.
Looking good, Turner.
Dinkelberg.
The woman doesn't listen. She goes so fast around the test before inevitably failing completely by puncturing a tire. In episode 4, we get probably one of the best intros to the season so far. Mr. Younghusband as a countryman. It's real good stuff. I do enjoy him greatly, honestly. The test here is nothing different. Crystal goes on about how she hits everything all the time, and the host is like, why don't you care about that, girlie? To which Crystal responds, I'm getting there.
Everything.
Like,
Curbs, posts, parking stalls.
I still don't get the disconnect why you hit so many things, yet you don't seem to actually care about the safety involved in that. I really don't.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Not fast enough. Not fast enough, I'm gonna be honest. Crystal even reps the Discord mod look midway through the episode and no one says a thing to her. Granted, Discord didn't exist yet, but we're just gonna let this slide. They talk with Crystal continuously through the season, specifically mentioning her distracted driving, to which she doesn't believe that she has or does.
I think backing up is my biggest issue.
Tell me what you do as a driver that causes distractions.
Like, I don't think I have distractions.
She actually believes her biggest problem is backing up. They do a little test on Crystal to prove that her texting is a problem.
Turn the wheel too wrong because I don't know how to turn a wheel, not because I can't text and drive. I think my problem is that I take these turns too fast, not that I text and drive. This is where I would text. Oh, straight line. I think that I learned that I'm not that. 1 second, gotta make this turn. Now I'll text again in a second.
Don't text and drive. One thing about Crystal, she's gonna have that bob on her consistently. While she might be awful at driving, she knows how to rock a bob. In episode 5, they try to teach Crystal how to maintain speed. She's eager to floor the pedal until the speed she wishes to achieve, which is not great, to say the least. In her attempts to learn, she's very... how do I describe it? If it's not working, then it's not working.
No reason to floor it when you start. Zero.
That's how I drive.
Don't do that anymore. Flooring.
I'm trying.
I know.
It's not working for me.
That's because this is the first time you've ever tried it.
The idea of learning something new seems to miss her completely. At some points, it feels like she's just purposely making it difficult. Crystal gets into accidents, blah blah blah, place name, proper noun. We've all seen it at this point, but now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The last episode. Before we jump into that, let's just talk about the show itself one more time. It is incredible. It is so goofy, yet holds a serious message to it as well. And man, like, I just love reality shows. I just love shows like this. And as much as Crystal is driving me crazy, it did make the drama more dramatic. You need these types of people in these shows so you can scream at your TV and throw popcorn. In this episode, the test is a fairly regular one. A turnaround to avoid the phone people, you know, a classic if you will. But instead of driving with happiness, hope, joy, they stick you in a car with Crystal, who ends up laughing at you and basically dismissing your attempts in the first place. The real test is if you can keep your mental sanity in check while driving. Daniela crashes her car during the test and Crystal lets out the fattest laugh ever. It is evil, but worry not, coming to Daniela's rescue is Tyler. He switches seats with Crystal, hoping to give more support towards Daniela. That's also when the show gives us one of the creepiest couple of seconds of a television frame in history.
Good for you, Tyler.
What is this? Why are his eyes wide open like that? I'm not gonna lie, guys. He's kind of reminding me of an animatronic right now. He looks just like this. After all the hooting and hollering from Crystal, the other contestants are rightfully annoyed. One woman actually comes up to defend Daniela, only to receive the most intense reaction back from Crystal.
I don't want to hear anybody laughing at Daniela.
Why don't you shut the up? Yeah, why don't you shut the up?
You know what? Can you off? Because you did that on purpose, you piece of.
Don't call me names
I can
either.
call you whatever the I want.
You can
Shut
if you're
the
straight. What a poor, you know.
You know what?
Crystal has road rage and they aren't even driving yet. As this episode progresses, we get to the final moment. The moment we've waited for and who we are all secretly hoping for. Crystal is Canada's worst driver. There's gotta be some other insecurities and stuff at play with her. And in a real sense, I do hope she got some help in some way after this show, and I hope she's doing better. I was a bit of a hater in this video. You know, in the end, as the British say, I was taking the piss, but Crystal is still human and I do wish her the best. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and I will read them. If you have any ideas for videos that you want me to make, please let me know. You all are much appreciated, and yeah, till next time, peace.